For professional, knowledgeable real estate service you can count on, call the Dan Gemus Real Estate Team. For solid real estate information and advice you can trust, listen to the Dan Gemus Real Estate Show.
Compliments to the show. You're really hitting on the subjects and you're telling the truth. I appreciate you.
Now back to the show with broker owner and host, Dan Gemus.
12:36 here on AM800. I am Dan Gemus. Kathy Talbot in studio with me today. Kath, fresh back from Florida a couple weeks ago.
Fresh.
Happy you came back here.
That's a good thing.
Thanks for coming back.
I
Appreciate
brought
it.
you all the sunshine we
You
had
did.
this week.
You did.
I know
You're
it
right.
ran out Thursday, Friday, but it's back today, so that's the best I can do.
We appreciate it. So listen, we've been having a good time today on the show with our fun question. You've all been getting very involved, which we love. Our fun question today is, what did you do as a child that, games, pastimes that you wish today's young kids would appreciate more? And the answers started flowing in. But now we have our good friend Monica Bunde, our home stager, on the phone. Hey, Mona, how are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you guys doing?
We're doing fantastic. So tell us, as a kid, Mona, what did you do that you wish today's kids would appreciate a bit more?
Well, the answers that were coming in were really good, and I was like, oh, yeah, I remember that.
That's what we were just saying.
So many things. The thing that Dan, you mentioned, like road hockey, but we would play tennis. Tennis on the road, and then you would not want to be the one that missed the tennis ball because
no, you're running.
It was all the way down the road. You'd have to run and get it, but we did, and it was just so fun. We played a lot of soccer outside on the front lawn, and we would just like have goalposts made of like trash bins and whatever. It was just so simple and fun. One of the best memories though is playing cards. Like just simple games. We still play them today. This one, it was called, you lay down the sevens and then you go like, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King, and then you go down from it, and there's strategy and there was blocking and it was, we played with our grandparents and my parents, like sisters, everybody. It was just so much fun, and it was just simple, but just good fun, So those are good memories. And then trading stickers. I remember trading stickers with the neighbor. Oh my gosh! But just those simple, easy things.
And looking back, right, like today, the kids want just expensive electronics and all these expensive things. But back then, we just appreciated the simple, easy, cheap things.
Well,
like if I got a pack of stickers to trade, it was just like, whoa, this is like, it was amazing.
Yep. What were you saying, Kath?
And what do you hear from them now? I'm bored.
Yep.
I'm bored. We entertained each other.
Yes.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
Oh,
it was the good old days, like what you said, Kath.
Good old days, yep.
Oh my gosh. So today's tip, Mona, is all about home staging with easy home upgrades. Tell us about it.
Yeah. So, staging comes along with all of the usual things: the decluttering, the cleaning up, the getting rid of things, the furniture flow. But there's some easy and impactful things that we could do just to take up the house a notch. Super cost effective. So I'll just go over a few of those with you guys. Sure. Painting your front door. That's I always talk about first impressions, and seeing the front door is literally the first impression that you're going to get of the house. So, they rust, they get worn, they get, grimy. A nice fresh coat of paint on the front door. Maybe it's a vibrant color. It's a super cost-effective way to instantly boost the home's curb appeal. I would probably stick to neutral colors. Black is a beautiful color for a front door. Whites are super clean, a nice beige. If you're going to go with some vibrant colors, just make sure that they either match your siding or the brick, because I drive around sometimes and I'm like, oh, they're just a little bit off on that color, or, oh, they got that color bang on, so maybe start with a small can of paint and just test it first. But painting your front door, super inexpensive, but high impact. Another thing for the front, for your curb appeal, changing out either your hardware on the door, new doorbell, or the mailbox. So if you have, or all of them, if you still have mailboxes, like sometimes they get rusty, they do get yucky, they start looking like they're falling apart, pop a new one on the wall or the brick, or just paint the old one that you have. It's super, what's that?
No, go ahead. Keep going. Yep.
Oh, sorry. It could be me. Maybe I'm talking too loud. It's always me. Anyway, just painting, just freshen up the front for a nice curb appeal. And now this is exactly the time where we would incorporate a new welcome mat or fresh urns. And a can of spray paint goes a long way. So if your urns were sitting out in the, in the snow in the winter, they might be full of salt or yucky or grimy. Just, a fresh coat of paint on them is beautiful. And probably in about 2 weeks, we could pop some beautiful flowers in there. So front door and the front whole area of the porch is super important for that first impression. Now, as we head inside, I love an amazing closet, and I think most women do. It's something that I look at when I look in a new home or when we're doing staging. And lights in a closet are so important so that you can see everything that you have in there. Now, they're making these motion censored strip lighting, so you don't need any wiring. You just kind of pop them on, and when you open the doors, then the light comes on. And it's just a little something like you've thought about it, It's just something else that a home buyer is looking at it, and they're like, okay, at least I don't have to put lights in there. It's just something that you're a little extra step. Freshening up some of your artworks too, and going thrifting in some of the thrift shops, they have amazing artwork out there. And if you don't like the frame that's around the artwork, again, a can of spray paint. So super impactful, but and you can change the paint color on the frame to some fun colors just to bring in some maybe spring colors, but super cost-effective way to upgrade your artwork. Another way of upgrading and maybe modernizing the home a little bit that is not going to cost you an arm and a leg is changing out your hardware in your kitchen and your bathrooms. So like doing a whole full reno, would take months and thousands of dollars. But if you just replace either old, outdated knobs or spray paint them, you will not believe how it affects the overall, aesthetics for the room. And it's super inexpensive. Just a couple more. So rugs are super important too. They kind of ground your space. It pulls the whole room together and gives it a softer look, and it looks like you put the effort in. It's not like you just set up your furniture and, okay, now I'm ready to sell. You thought about it. You wanted to make it cozy. You wanted someone to envision themselves sitting there. So, and rugs do that. Believe it or not, rugs do that. They add character.
So, Mona, a question about a rug. About a rug. So, should your rug match the color of your walls, the furniture? Should it be something completely different? What's your thought on that?
Sometimes it depends on the room and the color of the room. So if you've got darker walls and maybe a dark floor and you've got dark brown leather furniture, I would not go dark. I would maybe do a cream, a beautiful cream or a light beige rug, just so that color brightens up the room a little bit. If you've got dark everywhere, you want just something a little bit bright. But if you do have, say, it's, everybody's got the gray beige walls, the white trim, maybe lighter furniture, maybe it is just a little bit of a darker rug, just so it grounds it and it anchors that area. So I would almost if you've got dark room, add a lighter rug. And if it's a light room, add a little bit of a darker rug and maybe with a texture or a design to it.
Perfect.
So,
all right. You have another one?
Yeah. I got two more. Dimmer switches. Dimmer switches. I love dimmer switches. It just adds mood lighting into the rooms, and I believe you may need an electrician for it, but they do really add to the whole look and feel of the room, and then incorporating greenery. And now there are some beautiful fake plants out there, Dan, as we know. And plants boost the mood. They reduce stress, even if they're fake ones. They filter the air. The real ones filter the air. But it just enhances the aesthetics of the room. So it just makes the room look like you thought just a little bit more about it. So those are cost-effective upgrades that you can do. Some of just in a weekend. Nothing takes a long time, but the payoff will be fresh, clean, a little bit more modern, and it'll definitely get the attention of that the seller is looking for when they put their home up for sale. So those are just some easy and impactful home upgrade tips.
Great stuff.
Great
tips there, Mona. Lots of great stuff. And I appreciate your help as always. We'll have you back on in what are we, in June? April,
few
May,
weeks.
May, in May.
May. Let's not skip a whole month.
Thanks, Mona.
guys.
Appreciate
Have
it.
a great day.
You too.
Bye,
It's
Mona.
Monica Bunde, our home stager. And yeah, she'll be on with us once a month. So next month is May. I'm not going to skip a month.
So many little ideas that you don't think of
I know.
if you're not handy like that. You
Yep.
know, like I go in some people's houses, like this one on Cottage Grove, and she could be an interior designer. And she said, "Oh, I just like certain
People
things."
have a knack for it.
Yes,
Yeah.
the knack. That's the word.
Yes.
And I don't have that. And it's just, and little tiny ideas change an entire picture.
I find I've always been able to tell, if something looks good once it's there.
Right.
But I have a hard time making it happen.
Right.
I don't have that vision to kind of know which direction to go. Nick just
Yeah.
always does it. And it's the best way.
That's right. Well, you've got
My
someone
wife.
to do.
That's right. Okay, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back and give away the tickets to our sold-out Country at Heart charity event. You still have a chance to squeeze in there. If you want a chance to win, you can text 10800 with the keyword today, HEART, 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 to 10800 with your first and last name. And you could win a pair of tickets to our sold-out Country at Heart charity event on April 27th at the LaSalle Event Center. Big, giant country bash, basically. Like country, like some barbecue food and some desserts. Of course, the Richmond popcorn. We'll have popcorn there. Lots of it for those to enjoy that. And it'll be a good time. So you can text to win that. We'll give that away after the break. We'll come back and do some listener questions as well. Okay, lots more to come right here on the Dan Gemus Real Estate Show.